This is lesson 8-9 vocabulary for signing naturally. These are more directional verbs. We've learned directional verbs before that have to agree with the subject and the object of the sentence. There are just 5. And we'll learn the kind of the basic signs here in this video, and then you can see how the directions actually work in the signing naturally videos. We'll learn from the pros. So the first one is ball out, or we might say in English like to chew somebody out, or I don't know. So you want two S hand shapes, one of your fists on top of the other. It doesn't really matter if it's your dominant or non-dominant because they're going to have the same movement. So you open your hands as you move them away from you. If someone's balling you out, it actually comes toward you, but it moves as it moves away. Well, we'll say as it moves, your hands open, and it's repeated. So if I'm going to ball you out or chew you out, it repeats. All right. Same thing if you're going to ball me out. The next one is bother. So you want to, let's see, your non-dominant hand is going to be in that sort of flat hand shape, but it's relaxed a little bit. Same thing with your dominant hand, and you're going to have your palm facing up on your dominant hand, and you're going to hit right in this area of your non-dominant hand. Hit, 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 hit. And again, that's directional, and we'll watch the video to show how the different ways that goes. To tease. Tease is a directional verb. You tease you tease, someone. So you want X hand shapes. I had to move up. All right. And then your dominant hand does the moving, and it's a little circular movement this way. That's just a general sign for tease. And again, it's directional and etc. We'll watch that later. To borrow from. Now, this is an interesting sign because in English, we borrow from and loan to someone, right? I borrow the pencil from you. You have loaned it to me, right? The ASL sign is actually the same, whether you're saying borrow or loan, but the English word equivalent depends on the direction of the sign, right? So you want K hand shapes, one on top of the other, doesn't matter again which one, and then you kind of move it toward the person. So if I'm going to borrow it from you, then I'm taking it from you and it comes to me. That's borrow. But if I'm going to loan it to you, it will go this way. So same sign, different English word. All right. The last one of the directional verbs is ignore. Ignore to, because you ignore, it goes somewhere. So you want a 4 hand shape. Touch your nose with your first finger and bring your palm away from you. So that's general ignore. If I'm going to ignore him, I'm going to ignore her. And again, we'll watch the video for that. Okay, last sign in this list is not a directional verb. It's just laptop. So let's see. 2 flat hand shapes. Kind of weird. 2 flat hand shapes. Dominant hand, palm facing up with your fingers. Well, I guess that's going to be naturally how you do it. Okay. And then dominant hand, flat hand shape, palm facing down. So what you've got here is the bottom of your laptop and the top of your laptop. Okay. So laptop just goes. Okay. Laptop. Doesn't really matter how many times it repeats. And again, I'm showing you the sign really high, so my elbows are up. You don't need to do that. Laptop. You do need to just because your wrist doesn't bend that much, you do probably want to have your elbows out a little bit as you're signing it. It's just more comfortable. Laptop. And that is vocabulary for 8-9.